So this is the brand new S25 Ultra.
And ever since we got the phone in our hands, I was itching to test them out.
And there were a lot of claims by Samsung. AI agents, personalized AI. The camera has been improved. We'll test that out. So the number one question is, how improved is the S25 Ultra? Should you upgrade from S24 Ultra? And more importantly, this is Prateek, you're already watching TechWiser. We'll try to answer as many questions as possible. We tested this phone in depth so you get the best video out there. Let's go. Now in the first look video, we went through the phone. It was light, slim, that all is there. But what's different in real life? Precisely, there are three things different when you hold the phone. See, at that time, we didn't have access to all the colors, but this is the new titanium silver blue color, like straight up against the S24 Ultra. It looks way blue. And if the phone is at different angle, it looks kind of purplish. At some angles, it's silver. Now when the renders and leaks were out, this color kind of looked like the budget phone ones, but in person it's way classy and way better. The frame is made up of titanium and the color is still silver. Now the S25 Ultra gets these new colors this year. I personally love the titanium jet black because even the frame there is black. Apart from that, in daily usage, I feel the phone is a lot grippier. I mean, we did say that the edges don't hurt as much as S24 Ultra, but this is a big phone. Navigating it with one hand daily, you'll feel it. Number two, now you do get wireless charging. This supports the new Qi 2 variant. Now for people who don't know, Qi 2 supports magnetic wireless charging. So all those magnetic accessories like wallets, everything that you see on Amazon will work with Qi 2 devices. But with the S25 series, the magnets are in the case. So this case is around the corner. And the third, now in the first look, we told you there's no Bluetooth in the S Pen. So you can use the S Pen to write, scribble, do everything. In fact, even if you leave your S Pen behind, it still reminds you. But you cannot press on the button to take a photo. You cannot even do those gestures to zoom in and zoom out. Now there were a lot of questions on this. Like, funny thing, I didn't know so many people use these gestures. Now, first of all, no. You cannot use S24 Ultra's S Pen to take photos on this. It does go inside the S25 Ultra, but the entire menu option called Air Gesture, that is missing. Now, slight good news is there are rumors that Samsung might sell Bluetooth-enabled S Pen later on for the S25 Ultra. Now, the biggest change that I saw is display. Now, the specs more or less remains the same, but this debuts the industry-first Corning Gorilla Glass Armor 2, which is first scratch-resistant and also anti-reflective. Like, I dropped this phone in Amazon Live, nothing happened. In fact, been using it like this naked for 3 to 4 days. I can't even see minor scratches. But the biggest of them is, like, this is the iPhone outdoors, this is the S25 Ultra. The S25 Ultra display is far better. Heck, the anti-reflective coating on S25 Ultra is slightly better than even the S24 Ultra. So no matter whichever smartphone you put beside the S25 Ultra display, this is more visible. I believe companies should stop obsessing over nits now. This is the tech to get. Also this year, there's a Pro Scaler feature in the display. Now if I keep the S24 Ultra side by side, now the Pro Scale slightly sharpens the display and you notice it when you're reading finer text. I don't know how much you can see it on camera. Now this is something you'll only notice when you read finer text, but just for the anti-reflective display, I think this is the display to beat this year. The S25 Ultra comes with Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, 12GB LPDDR5X RAM, 250GB UFS 4.0 storage, which goes up to 1TB. Now you might ask, what's 8 Elite for Galaxy? Well, the 8 Elite for Galaxy has a higher clocked CPU and GPU. So surprisingly, in the CPU throttling test, it does good. In fact, in Geekbench, it beats every other Android phone. Surprisingly, in Antutu, the score is low. But I believe that's the app glitch because it performs very well in every other benchmark. Even in 3D Mark, the scores are good. Now in gaming, I played Genshin Impact, and in Genshin Impact at high graphics, we were getting good 60 FPS. Now in BGMI, my gameplay was really bad. Like, I'm not very good with gyro. I got killed quite a lot. But again, BGMI is well optimized for these phones. So the FPS was more or less around 89-90 FPS. And after gaming for about 38 minutes, it lost only 10% battery. And talking about battery drain, I used the device for the past 3 to 4 days and every day I took screenshots. So the first 2 days I was using it on 5G, no Wi-Fi the entire day. So I got screen on time of 4 hours, 30 minutes to 5 hours. The battery lasted the entire day with 20% charge roughly left. With a mix of Wi-Fi and 5G, it even got me 5 hours of battery life with 30% battery left at the end of the day. So this will easily go one full day, and battery life usually in Samsung phone gets better after a couple of weeks of daily usage. Now a lot of you asked about battery drain. So I took a screenshot at 27% at the night. Morning I got up and the battery was 21%. So slightly higher battery drain, but not bad. Also this year you still get 45 watt fast charging. I checked with the Samsung adapter and this device, and it goes up to 38, 39 watt. So it does charge properly at 45 watt. And now the most awaited part, camera. So I took this phone to a mini picnic, took multiple photos, and right off the bat, I feel there are 4 good changes. Number 1, the overall processing is improved. Compared to the S24 Ultra, if I keep hitting the shutter, see, it has gotten more responsive. Now even the camera app is optimized for one-hand usage. A lot of unreachable controls are now at the bottom. And not just shutter speed, if I compare the main camera photos with the S24 Ultra, right off the bat, the noise is reduced. The photo looks more cleaner now. Even in long-range zoom shots, the photos have a lot less noise. In fact, I was taking the selfie at home. If you see, there's less noise in the viewfinder. In fact, the final photo output doesn't have a major difference in what you see in the camera app. Now, all of this seems easy to do, but this requires huge processing power. So I don't think these benefits will come to S24 Ultra later via software update, but let's wait. Another change is now you get to shoot in log video, and this is how the log video looks like. And after later in post, you can color grade it, and then this is how the footage would look. So log video gives you the flexibility to change colors even in post. Another small change I noticed is now you can customize the filter a little bit, but here's the most fun option. I can pick up any picture from Instagram whose edit I like, and I can directly feed it into the camera app and will take photos like that. Third is, Samsung said that they will be processing the video foreground and background differently, which should reduce a lot of noise. And while shooting a shot, like if you zoom into my shirt, noise is far less on the S25 Ultra. Fourth is, ultra wide angle is now 50 megapixel, so those crisp POV shots or even shots in weird angles will have more clarity. In fact, the ultra wide angle camera also takes macro photos, so even those macro photos are now sharper. Now overall, if I tell you, the photos are really good. Skin tone seems to be a lot better this year. There were some minor misses here and there, like in portrait photos, it sometimes misses the edges. In portrait video mode, you can only shoot through the main camera. But see, we have been shooting shots for an entire year on this S24 Ultra. If I have to sum up in one line, it's super reliable. Now, the place where this phone starts to pull ahead of every other phone is AI. See this Lodi Garden photo? It's super messy. Where will I post this? Now take it to gallery, edit, auto select, boom, remove. In no way I'll be able to create this photo in real life. Similarly, if I click a selfie or a photo and when I get back, it's blurry, someone has their eyes closed, I can just swap the face. In fact, this photo, I can just enable live effect and get a video out of it. Or put long exposure and get this video.
So we took a video here and there are lots of noise around. So simply I just have to go to edit, remove all the noise using AI, and now video is as good as taken on a mic. So the point here is, I would have had to go back to the studio, bring the mic and shoot again, which would take time.
See, the thing is, Samsung last year set the tone for AI features, and entire 2024, all brands just followed. I believe these are the features you will see the entire 2025. It started on the S25 Ultra. Now, talking about AI, the last point is One UI 7. One UI 7 has to be one of the best One UIs in terms of animation, like scrolling, using the phone was just so good. In fact, even app crashes look so beautiful, like it took me some time to realize the app was bugging out. Now, Samsung talked a lot about AI feature at the event. I'll try to add some more practical uses to it. Like number 1 was AI agent. You can just press the power button and ask Gemini to do anything. Now, Samsung has been smart here. They have added support for Samsung apps in Gemini, and this is legit. Okay, so the other day I had to enroll for motor driving school, so here's what I did. I just went to Gemini and find me motor driving schools around me with 4-star plus rating. Save the name to calendar and keep the description as contact number and send all of this information to Cyan TW on WhatsApp.
Wait, you can't drive?
I can drive in Forza.
Now it takes some time, asks for confirmation before sending the message, but Gemini speaks to 3 different apps, does the task in about 1/10 the time I'll take to do it manually. Similarly, in Now Brief, you get a summary of your day or suggestions at the bottom. So one night, as usual, I got suggestions, and then at the bottom, I saw it said I missed calls from my mom and dad, and I just swiped them off. Like, I forgot about that totally. It reminded me at night. And I've started using more voice in search or anywhere. Like in settings, I just said my eyes hurt, it gets eye protection mode. So you can now speak naturally with your phone and it understands that. Again, AI is something very personal. Like I use it some other way, you might use it some other way. I really don't know the exact use case. But if that AI revolution has to happen, every AI feature will most likely come to your smartphone. And if you want to learn more about AI, we did a long, simple to understand conversation here or here. Do check it out. Now, so far I've shared the entire experience with you, and if I have to summarize in simple words, see the S25 Ultra costs 1.29 lakh, you get the 512GB variant at this price. If you add bank discounts, exchange, everything, so the price comes down to somewhere around 1.2 lakh. It's mostly the same price as last year. It is definitely improved. It's incremental, but it's there. The S24 Ultra currently is selling for under 1 lakh rupees. If 10 to 20,000 is the difference between both of these phones, get S25 Ultra. And a lot of people who are coming from S22 Ultra or S23, if you don't want to take risks, I believe this is the safest and most reliable Android phone you can buy right now. On that note, this is Phil signing off. See you in the next video. Pew pew.